today I'm doing a Maybelline one brand tutorial. So everything that I've got on my face today is all by the brand Maybelline. Using some of the new products that I picked up in my haul last week. So I have a bit of a first impressions review on the new, well it's not really new, it's new to me, Maybelline Dream Wonder Fluid Touch Foundation. And also the Instant Age Rewind Treatment Concealer, so in the colour Brightner. The little Maybelline Quad in Designer Chocolate. The Maybelline Dream Bouncy Blush in Hot Tamale. And also the lip liner in Raisin. So if you would like to see how I got this look, it's kind of a smoky, really hazed out burgundy eye with a... If you'd like to see how I got this look, then please stay tuned. So the first product I'm going to use is the Maybelline BB Cream, and it's the Dream Pure one. I don't actually have a primer specifically from Maybelline, but I figured that this would do just as good. I'm going to pop that all over my face. This feels so weird, putting on something that's actually tinted on my face before I'm about to do my eye makeup. Actually, you know what, I might mix it up today and I might put my face makeup on first. Just, you know, something different. So I'm just going to rub that all in over my eyes and down onto my neck. I'm going to use a new foundation today, and this is the Maybelline Dream Wonder. I've got it in the colour Natural Beige. So it says on the product to shake well. Rightio, let's see what this one's going to be like. So first off, before I actually put it on the back of my hand, I'm going to get my foundation brush out that I'm going to use today, and I'm going to put just a little bit of setting spray on it, so just using the Australis setting spray. I figure this isn't makeup as such, so it's okay to be a different brand product. So I'll put some of this on the back of my hand. I've seen people use this and actually place the dropper directly onto their face, but I've always been one of those people that puts it on the back of my hand, so put a few drops. Feels, it's got a very strong smell, so it is very heavily fragranced. And the colour seems to be okay. And it's blending out really, really nicely. Gosh, see how quickly that just blended out with just a little brush. It feels really satiny on the skin and really light too. Ooh, I'm impressed. I hope the longevity of it is good. Now, coverage wise, I'd say that it probably is light to medium. I don't think you'd be getting full coverage out of this. So for those of you that want full coverage, I'd probably say maybe skip on it. Got a little bit more that I'll just pop sort of through that centre part of my face that I like to have just a little bit of extra coverage, and just blend that out. Well, that is really nice. It doesn't seem to be settling into any fine lines or anything like that. And now the wind's going to come through the window. Blow my hair about. I really like that. Well, I'd say that that's going to be a really nice foundation for people that don't want too much coverage, but just want to even out the skin tone. And it's dried quite nicely. It doesn't feel too tacky, so I'd say by the time I do my concealer and put some powder on, it's going to be really nice and sort of that powdery sort of finish that you get from some foundations. Very impressed. What I might do is I might actually do my eye makeup now and just see how that foundation is going to settle into my skin before I put anything else on top of it. We have an eye primer from Maybelline either, but that doesn't matter. You can always use a concealer for that. And in this case, I'm going to use the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer, and this is in the colour Light. So as always, popping a bit onto the back of my hand, just there. And just going to dab it, sort of blend it out with my finger and dab it over my eyelid. And coming down into that inner corner, because that will help cover up any darkness that you might have there. Put that concealer on, and I want to actually set that concealer with a sort of nude powder, and I'm just going to use my face powder, which is going to be the Dream Matte Powder. So just grabbing a big old fluffy brush, tap off the excess, and I'm just going to dab that all over the lid just to take away any stickiness that you got with the concealer, so that the eyeshadows that we put on over the top are going to blend out and not like catch against the concealer. The eyeshadow base that I'm going to put on today is going to be the Maybelline Colour Tattoo, and this is in the shade Pomegranate Punk. So it's a really nice sort of burgundy shade. Use a cream eyeshadow brush, and this is just one from Models Prefer, one of the new ones that I got last week. So just going to put a little bit of that onto my eyeshadow brush, and I'm just going to run that over like the mobile part of the lid, because I do sort of a burgundy look on the eyes today. Just a bit of colour, seeing it's winter in the southern hemisphere. Just going to make sure that's all blended out nicely. Now, the eyeshadow palette that I'm going to use is this new one that I got from Maybelline, and it's in the colour Design Chocolate. So, I am going to use the base colour first, and I'm just going to pick up that first brush that I ran the face colour all over my face. Just pick up a little bit of it. It's got a sort of a satiny look to it, but I don't think it comes off as shimmery on the eye as what it does in the pen. So I'm just going to run that sort of through that top part of my eye lid. I'm just going to put this brush over, this nice flat sort of packing on brush, and I'm going to pick up that shade. It actually says crease, but it's that burgundy sort of shade in the middle there. And I'm going to put that all over my lid. So rather than using a swiping method and a big fluffy brush, I'm using a flat brush and actually packing and patting the colour on so that you don't get all this fallout. And I'm also tapping off the brush before I put it on. It's a really pretty colour. I am really liking this little palette. I've only used it twice. This is only the third time I've used it. I really like it. It's really nice. I'm just going to then run a little bit of that colour under my lower lash line. Got a little bit of fallout there, but nothing a little bit of concealer won't fix. And then I'm just going to pick up a nice big sort of crease brush, and this is a Models Prefer crease brush, and I'm actually going to go into, you can see all that before that, the lid colour and the liner colour, and just sort of, they're the most sort of matte colours, and I'm just going to put that through the crease to give a bit of dimension and to blend out that burgundy colour that we've got. So dipping into both of those and just running them through the crease. So we've got a nice transition there. I'm really impressed. Normally I only really go for high-end shadows because there usually isn't a great deal of pigmentation in a lot of shadows that you can get from the drugstore, or the chemist, or Big W. But I'm really enjoying this little Maybelline one. I might have to pick up some more. Pick up a bit more of a domed sort of brush that's more denser packed, and I'm actually just going to pick up that liner colour that's in the bottom there, that darker colour, and put some of that on and just run it through that outer part of my crease just to deepen it up a bit more and give it a little bit of a smokier look. And then just running it under the lower lash line as well. actual brush. It's an Eco Tools brush. It's a double-end brush. It's a little bit of a flat sort of shade a bit at the top. And I'm just going to pick up just a touch of that sort of creamy sort of shadow and a touch of that beige shadow, and just put it in the inner corner just to brighten that up, so you get that nice little bright bit in the inner corner. I'm going to use my favourite eyeliner, and it's the Maybelline Master Precise Liquid Liner. Wish me luck putting on liquid liner on camera without being able to rest my arm on something. But I do find that this liquid liner is pretty foolproof, so if you are afraid of liquid liner, I think this would be the best thing to start out with, because it is just like using a pen. So just running sort of a medium line along my top lash line. Gosh, it's hard to talk and put on eyeliner at the same time. Now for the tricky bit, doing my other eye. No, I don't know if I'm going to be in frame, but I'm going to attempt this. That little sign I've seen once before. You've got to act cool, calm and collected around eyeliner because it can smell your fear. I agree, I totally agree. And breathe, oh my god. Even when I do eyeliner on like a client, I like hold my breath and I think halfway through, holy crap, I'm going to pass out. So I'm just going to do a tiny little wing on the end here. Nothing too dramatic. I actually don't have the best eye shape for wings. I can really only do the teeniest little like wedge. It's a tragic thing. I love wing liner so much, but what are you going to do? And then I'm just going to fill in my tight line and my waterline, and I'm going to use a gel one, a gel eyeliner, and it's just a Maybelline gel eyeliner in Blackest Black. And I'm going to put it on this little Eco Tools eyeliner brush. So just dip some of the product in and run it through my tight line. Rightio, so gel eyeliner is on. Now I'm just going to put on some mascara, and I'm just going to use the Falsies Big Eyes one, the double-ended brush. Bottom lashes first. You already know how I feel about this mascara. Those of you who haven't seen my earlier video. Bottom mascara, kind of okay. Top mascara, kind of not okay. But I didn't have another Maybelline mascara in my collection open. And I don't even know whether I've got one in my, like, unopened collection. I probably should have just got a one because this mascara is crap. It really is. I'm going to use a new concealer. Well, a new one that I haven't used on camera before, and it's the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Treatment Concealer, and this is in, what is it in? Oh, it's in that Brightner Illuminator. Now, I haven't opened this before, so I swipe this underneath my eyes, try and hide those dark circles. Oh, that is really thick. Check that out. Bizarre. But I'm just going to use a little bit, just a bit of highlighting as well. Right up with the lid. There it is. Oh, should check. Oh, that foundation looks like skin, but you've got like nice sort of coverage. Pretty happy about that. Just going to spray a little bit of that setting spray onto my concealer brush. And let's see. Oh, I forgot this product dries really fast. Glad I put some setting spray on that brush. That's a little bit wet. Oh, blend this out as best we can. Sometimes you find when you use a like lighter coloured concealer, you get like really noticeable lines where you just cannot blend the product out, that's when you just go back in, pick up your foundation brush. I mean, it should still have a little bit of excess product on it, and I just run it over the area around where you've just put the concealer, or just to help blend everything out. The Maybelline, so I don't actually have a bronzer as such from Maybelline, so I'm going to use my darker Fit Me foundation in the colour Toffee, just to make it look like I've got a little bit of bronzing on the skin. So I'm not using this for contouring, I'm using it for bronzing. So just around the edges of my face, and just sort of across that nose area that I like to look like I've, a little bit sun-kissed sort of look. Just going to use that same foundation brush. That will help blend everything out. So you can see I'm not actually just staying in the one area, I'm blending upwards so that it's really blended out really, really nicely. So it's not like trying to stick lines, I'm just trying to warm my face up as such, rather than give myself cheekbones, because I've got none. Just blending that all out, right up into the hairline. Just so it looks like I've got a little bit of colour happening in my face. Powder that I used earlier, and a big fluffy Real Techniques brush. Put some product on. Hey, look how much I've hit pan. Never happens. And I'm just going to dust this all over my face. Now, I'm going to use the Maybelline Master Highlighter as my highlighter. Now with this I'm just going to try and stick as best I can to those really lighter parts of the highlight of this highlighter, because it is more of a blush and it does pick up more of that corally colour, and I want to use a different blush as well. So I've got a really, what do you call this, it's a tapered blending brush, so that I can get into those bits where those lighter bits are, and pop that on the tops of my cheeks. It's a really pretty highlighter. Bit of pain though, trying to get into those little bits. But what do you do? What do you do, Pete? Blush. I'm going to use my Maybelline Dream Bouncy blush, and this is in the colour Hot Tamale, and I'm going to use a duo fibre brush. So, just to pick up some product on there. So you can see I've got a fair amount on the brush. And I think this is the best type of brush to use with cream products, especially on the cheeks, because it can really just sort of blend everything out really nicely and not look like you've packed on too much colour. Just look really natural. I did actually grab a very sort of toned lip to wear today with this look, but I'm not sure if it's going to go. But see, what I might do is, now that I've put that cream blush on, I might actually set it with the other blush as well, so it gets a bit more of a corally sort of look to it. Just sort of pat that over the top. And I'm just going to pick up my big powder brush and just sort of dab over the top so we've got no harsh lines. Let's get on to my most favourite part of doing my makeup, and that's putting on some brows, because I really do think that I look nude without having my face framed with some brows. So this is, I'm just using the Master Shape Eye Studio, and I've got two colours, the blonde and also the, what is this one? Deep brown. I'm sure this is blonde. No, soft brown. Sorry about that. So just going to work this through the brows, just in little sort of short, sharp strokes. Oh, I need to tint my brows. They are like almost non-existent. Right, note to self, should not have plucked my eyebrows to within an inch of their life 20 years ago. And then I'm saying that, probably shouldn't have let a hairdresser wax them to within an inch of their life 10 years ago. Just now, I got nothing. Right, so now my camera is finished having a little bit of a memory card issue and I've downloaded everything off of it. Back to where I was, which was finishing off my brows. So, let's do this. Let's give me some brows. So once I put that soft brown colour through, I then, of course, brush it through with that little spoolie that they got on the other end, and I take the deep brown and I kind of mimic in the parts where I've got really like no hair, more of an actual hair than the soft brown. Soft brown I sort of use as a base, and then the deep brown I use as physical hairs, or I try to anyway. And then I'm going to use my Maybelline Brow Drama in dark brown just to set the hair. Now, I previously said that I'm not really sure about this whole big giant bulb on the end of this brow mascara. I actually was thinking the other day that maybe I'm just going to chop it off and then I just have that little bit. So I might just give that a go. Now, I was just looking nice and close in the mirror and I'm really not happy with how I must have moved around the product too much underneath my eyes. So I want to put on a little bit more concealer. So I'm just going to pick up my Maybelline Fit Me concealer, and this is in the shade Sand. Apparently this is supposed to be pretty close dupe for the NARS Creamy Radiant Concealer in Custard. But I have not tried it, so I'm only going on what other YouTubers and beauty bloggers and stuff are saying. So this time I'm just going to use sort of a more of a stippling motion rather than a sweeping motion, just to keep that product where I want it to go, or stay, rather than move it around too much. That seems to have cancelled out those dark circles a bit better than what they were. Sometimes you do need to use two products, and I know a lot of people are going to think, oh, two products, what a pain in the bum, why can't I just find one product? But honestly, if you've got dark circles, you need to colour correct them first, and then you need to conceal as well. So you're just going to have to, deal with it, I think. So just going to pick up some of that face powder that I used earlier, just on a setting brush from Real Techniques, and just to set that concealer so it's not going to move anywhere. Right, now, lip liner. I'm going to use this one. It's just a Maybelline one. It's named the number 40 Raisin. This is one I got in that haul last week. But I wasn't really sure about the colour, so let's just see if we can make this work. The colour seems a bit more burgundy on the lips than it did on my swatch on my hand, which is good. So that's what I wanted. So if you haven't already guessed, I'm going to go with the darker lip. Life's too short to wear a nude lip every day. And I believe there's no rules in makeup. You want to go with a dark eye and a dark lip, you just rock it. Just do it. And I'm going to use my Maybelline Color Drama Intense Lip Velvet in the colour Very Much. I'm super impressed with that foundation. It blended out beautifully. Doesn't look like I've got like heaps of layers on my skin. My skin can still breathe and it feels really light. It feels nice and velvety sort of feeling, and I like that. And yeah, I'm really happy with the coverage. So I wouldn't mind trying it out on somebody who's got a little bit of, blemish problems and stuff like that, just to see how well it covers. Because it's hard to say, yes, this product's really great, but, I The only really issue I have is a little bit of pigmentation around underneath the eyes. So I can't really say it's great at covering everything when I don't have it to cover, you know, really bad blemishes or anything like that. So yeah, I guess that, you know, I'd like to give that a bit of a whirl. So now I'm just going to pop on some setting spray. So thanks for watching my tutorial today, and I hope that I've inspired you to whip on down to Priceline and grab some new Maybelline products. And if you've got any other requests for videos, please comment below or comment to the side. Please, 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 please give my video a 2 thumbs up or a 1 thumb, a big thumb up. Like the video, subscribe, tell your friends and family about me, and I really appreciate it. Bye guys!